Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Election Tuesday. Market ripped up today. If you follow the statistics of the market, the S&P 500, you'd say that Trump will probably win. If it went down and got into a different range, statistically, the opponent would win. I haven't looked at this too much, but trading fraternity, that's what he says, so he's probably right. Yeah, he knows this stuff. He's been doing this a while. Anyways, shout out the Colt. And this is TAP. This is Molson Coors Beverage out of Golden, Colorado. They've been ripping up since earnings, kind of an earning continuation. Up 16% since COVID. Yeah, they sold off and they haven't actually really come up since then, which is strange to me. I would think COVID, people would be buying booze, free money, no one's going to work. And they are. However, I think it's it's like STZ, the Constellation brands, and the ones that have done more like seltzers. Those ones have really gone crazy. And Molson overall has kind of been coming down. So if you look from back 2016, it was kind of its high, and it's come down ever since then. So I'm not really long term on this, given I think in the next year you could have some good gains on it. And they do have a pretty good dividend now, 6.01. So anyways, I just wanted to share a little play we made on Webull, and I'll show you it right here. GDOT had news they're partnering with Amazon or something. Got a couple of those calls. We'll see what happens with that. And TAP, we bought this call as a November 6th expiration, so it expires on Friday, and it was for $37.50. We bought it on where is it? Oh, I can't look at it. We bought it, I think, on this day. Yep, it had the good earnings. It had come up, and I saw bull flag, so I bought it. Expiration for Friday. This was last Friday, I think, right? 30th. Yeah, it was last Friday. So it ran up. There wasn't a whole lot of premium on it when I bought it. Bought it for 35 cents. Only had one of them, and sold it out today for $1.55. So I think it was like 320%, something like that. So that was pretty neat. And if I look at the chart, I still think it's going up. However, since it only has till Friday, I just wanted to lock in my gains. Also because it's in the money. I sold it like right here. So it was already at $37.50, already in the money. You're only getting intrinsic value at that point, not extrinsic, I believe. And if it's sold off, I mean, I see this as a bull flag, and I see consolidation and a lot of strength to the upside. Actually, if you look at it now, MACD is kind of flattening out. But at any rate, I sold it. There's only one of them. I wanted to take my profits on that. Just to give you guys a little example on why I sold out when I sold out. That was a short-term play. What else we got going on here? If you watched the video earlier today, I put out a news alert for Roku. Roku's getting tanked right now, or it was, because Walmart announced they're coming out with a smart TV or Comcast is, and Walmart's going to sell it and feature it and something along those lines. I don't know. There's probably more news on it now. Roku dips as Comcast could be eyeing smart TV market. So that's what this is. So I got some puts during this time. I paid a little premium for them. Now, of course, because you see this had a quick recovery. I got a see this put. I'll do this. You guys can't see it otherwise. Yeah, so they're down right now. I only got four of these for November 20th. This covers earnings, which is on the 5th, which is Friday. Yeah, maybe it'll be earnings and it'll go down. So these are down, but not a huge play. Sometimes news goes crazy. Sometimes it's like it just does this. So maybe after hours it'll kind of digest a little bit, and the next couple days it'll go down. I'm not sure, but long term on Roku, I don't see the point really. Smart TVs, Chromecast, I don't know. Roku seems like a kind of silly to me. I don't know why. But anyways, got that. Got G Dot. I didn't know anything about this. I just heard that they're partnering with Amazon. So, or that they've got something going on with Amazon. I hear that. I'm like, okay. I jumped into it. See what happens with that. That's where this big pop is too, right here. DraftKings finally starting to run up. I mean, the market was going up today overall. SPY's up. SPY was up 1.73%. But yeah, this looks pretty solid. So I don't think this is a bull trap. I think this has found a bottom here at 34, and might be a slow rally back up to 60. I don't know. It might be bumpy. It might consolidate. Might rip up. It's gonna probably all have to happen after we have a new president or a reelected president. I guess whichever way it goes. On E-Trade, these are all messed up. Everything's green today, but a lot of these are puts, so these should be red today, except for these shares. I have AMC shares, which shot up to like 13%, and then DraftKings went up. Long term looked good today, as most probably did, up 1.75%. And let's see, the S&P was up 1.73%. So yep, we stuck right with it. Tesla ran up. We had big gains on Tesla. Rocket was up and then came down. T was up and then it kind of came down. IRM's up 3%. Yeah, Tesla was up almost 6% today. A lot of the EVs were up today. I don't know if they're anticipating a Biden win and just pre-run up or what, but I think they'll keep going up no matter who's elected. So, yeah, let's see what else we got opened up here. So I opened up SPY credit spreads, and I want to tell you guys kind of how I scaled into these, which is kind of a cool way, and I don't always do it, and I like to though. So when the SPY opened up today, there's an expiration tomorrow, which is Wednesday. There's expirations Monday, Wednesday, Friday on SPY. So on Robinhood, I can open up one on Tuesday that expires on Wednesday, and that's what I do. I can't open it up on Wednesday to expire Wednesday because Robinhood doesn't allow that, unless you have 25,000 day trade, all that stuff. Anyways, seeing this pattern, bull flag, consolidation up, consolidation. So I'm bullish on it for the next day, basically. Just looking at this, not thinking about the news, not thinking about election, not thinking about anything else. I see this is kind of hit a bottom here and it's going up. So what I've done, and then definitely once I saw this in the morning, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm bullish. I want to get into a put credit spread. I didn't want to do it here. And you know, sometimes it just keeps going up. Typically it doesn't though. Didn't want to do it here. If you look on the 5-minute chart, it's way overbought. And I was like, I'll wait. So I waited, kind of consolidated, and then it came back up. I was like, oh wow, it might just keep going up. But I kept waiting, and then red candles below the 9 moving average here, which is a good bearish sign. So then it came down, bounced off this blue line's VWAP, volume weighted average price. Then it kind of came down, and I kept waiting, and then once it was below the VWAP, it's just a matter of how low it's going to go before it comes back up, more or less. So it comes down here and it gets this candle, and then I see it kind of hanging out here, and then I look back and yep, that is a support given from the resistance of after hours from the night before. So resistance becomes support, support becomes resistance. So this shot up after hours, and then it had resistance here, and then so if you look back there, that can become a new support. So I drew a line there because I saw it kind of hanging out there, and I was like, so I checked back, I was like, all right, there's support there. So I I sold one put credit spread at that point. Given it could go past that, but there's a reason why it wouldn't too. So I thought if it's gonna bounce, it's gonna bounce here. So I bought one, sold one at that point. I don't even know what I sold it for. The first one I think I sold it for was the best. Yeah, $28. So $28 for $100 collateral. That SPY will close above 330 tomorrow. If you didn't get that, rewind and listen to it again. So there you go. Quantity 1, $28. And at that point, SPY was right here. So I got more credit for it since it was on its way down. And then it kind of bounced here, and then I opened another one right around here. And then I maybe opened one here. And then as it was coming up here, I just wanted to get more exposure. So I opened one or two just at market. And you can see that was like this 21 and 23. And then the 24s I had queued up for when I actually had just queued up, and it started dropping, and then it finally filled the 24s once it was. Took a while though to even get to 24. I mean, that's Robinhood's crappy execution, but so then it filled the 24s just right there at the end. So we've got 6 of these contracts. Basically, if I don't play it right and I just leave everything alone, and the SPY tanks tomorrow and goes below 330, well, really below 329, that's a $600 max loss. If it stays above 330 by tomorrow, and it's got to stay pretty far above 330 because Robinhood will execute it, or close out rather, if it's close, which is dumb. However, yeah, that's the SPY credit spread I'm doing in way too much detail and depth, but I have 6 of them. I will maybe scale out of it tomorrow if I'm not super bullish on it. We'll see what happens. A lot of stuff going on tonight. I didn't want to have too much exposure to it, but I did want to get some. And that'll be nice if that closes at almost max gain, 146 for one day. I mean, I'm stoked. If I can do $100 every SPY expiration, you know, that's $300 a week on just this account. And then if I can do it on my other 2 accounts, awesome. So that's kind of what I'd like to do with the SPY credit spreads. So we'll see what happens. PayPal had good earnings, but it sold off. Watch yesterday's video, kind of go into that a little bit, but then today it was really recovering hard, and then it kind of came back down. So it's going to have a continuation, looks like, and be bearish from whatever the cause. But that debit spread's dead. DraftKings you saw is going up. This is a covered call. Redfin is also going up. Might be pre-earnings. I'm holding both these I'm holding Rocket and Redfin through earnings. I am bullish on mortgages and the housing market right now. So this is on Friday. Rockets is later. Let's see. The expiration on both those is the 20th though. Rockets isn't till 10. So that's next Friday, I believe. That's next Tuesday. Okay, cool. So yeah, those should run up, and if they go up quite a bit, I'll maybe sell one or buy back 1 or 2, or no, I guess sell because they're debit spreads. Buy back 1 or 2 just to cover my costs and maybe make a little before earnings, just in case they go down on earnings, which they definitely could. And that's how I will play those. I've got 70s Rockets, and max gain on that is $700 if it's above $25 on expiration, which that's pretty high up there. I mean, let's be real. Rocket hasn't seen those numbers for a while. Redfin, yeah, it's high too. Anyways, that's those plays. These are covered calls on Solo, which are now gaining value because Solo's dropping. There's a covered call on Rocket. And yeah, those are the shares. That's pretty much all I got for you guys today. Thanks so much. Hopefully you voted. We will see you tomorrow. Make sure to sub up, like up, comment down, make your money, happy money. It'll stick around. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Later.